Strengthen What Remains, copyright 2024, by Abiola George, opening note. Welcome to Strengthen What Remains. My hope for this book is for it to be a guide, a companion, and a source of inspiration for those who find themselves looking back as much as they look forward. As we age, experiencing losses, whether related to health, relationships, or careers, is natural. These changes can leave us feeling diminished or uncertain about the future. However, this book reminds you that despite what you may have lost, much remains within you. Strengths, experiences, passions, and potentials waiting to be rediscovered and revitalized. Strengthen What Remains is a philosophy rooted in resilience and hope. It encourages shifting your focus from what is no longer possible to what still is, from what you have lost to what you still possess. This shift in perspective is not about denying grief or loss, but about embracing the opportunity to rebuild, renew, and flourish with the resources and strengths that remain. Resilience is the crucial thread that runs through this philosophy and is essential to the book's thesis. Consider a tree that loses its leaves in autumn. While it may appear bare and lifeless through the winter, its roots remain strong, and its trunk continues to stand firm. Come spring, the tree uses these remaining parts to bloom again. Similarly, we can use our remaining strengths, experiences, and resources to rebuild and flourish, even after significant losses. In life, it's easy to become preoccupied with our losses, whether it's the decline of physical health, the end of a relationship, or the loss of a job. These events can overshadow our perception of what our future holds. However, focusing solely on what we've lost can trap us in a cycle of despair and inaction. Instead, shifting our attention to what remains allows us to tap into a reservoir of strength and possibility that can propel us forward. Resilience enables us to adapt to life's challenges and bounce back from adversity, transforming our experiences into opportunities for growth and renewal. This book is aimed especially at readers over 40 because, by this stage in life, many of us have encountered significant changes and challenges. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a shift in physical abilities, changes in career, or children growing up and leaving home, these transitions can be daunting. Yet this period of life can also be incredibly rich and rewarding. It's a time when we can leverage the wisdom we've gained, the skills we've honed, and the passions we've cultivated to create a fulfilling and vibrant future. For those over 40, societal messages often focus on decline or winding down. Strengthen What Remains challenges this narrative by highlighting the possibilities for growth, reinvention, and joy that still lie ahead. It's a call to action to recognize the value in our experiences and to use them as a foundation for a renewed and enriched life. In this book, you will find a blend of practical advice, inspirational stories, and compassionate guidance designed to help you on your journey. The content is presented in 4 parts. Understanding the loss. We'll start by acknowledging and understanding the changes and losses that naturally occur as we age. This section offers insights into the process of grieving and letting go, paving the way for healing and renewal. Assessing what remains. Next, I will guide you through a process of taking inventory of your life, helping you identify and appreciate the strengths, skills, and resources you still possess. You'll learn how to uncover hidden strengths and recognize the potential that lies within you. Strengthening what remains. This section provides practical strategies for rebuilding different areas of your life: health, relationships, and careers. You'll find tips, exercises, and inspiring stories of people who have successfully navigated similar journeys. Living a rich life. Finally, we'll explore how to embrace new opportunities, give back to your community, and cultivate a positive mindset. This part of the book will inspire you to live a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Throughout the book, you'll encounter real-life stories of individuals who have faced significant challenges and emerged stronger, more resilient, and more vibrant. While the stories are real, I have changed some characteristics to protect their and my privacy. These stories serve as powerful reminders that it's never too late to strengthen what remains and to live a rich, meaningful life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Part 1. Understanding the Loss. Chapter 1. The Inevitability of Change. Aging is an inevitable part of life, and with it comes a series of changes and losses that can be challenging to navigate. These changes connect various aspects of our lives, including our physical health, relationships, careers, and sense of identity. Understanding these changes is the first step toward embracing them and finding ways to adapt and thrive. Physical health. As we age, our bodies undergo numerous changes. We might experience a decline in strength, stamina, and flexibility. Chronic conditions such as arthritis, diabetes, and heart disease become more common. Even if we've led a healthy lifestyle, the natural aging process can bring about these challenges. Susan had always been a dynamo, the kind of person who lived for the feeling of the wind in her hair and the pavement under her feet. Growing up in a small town, she discovered running as a teenager, finding it a perfect escape and a way to clear her mind. Her talent was undeniable, and she quickly moved from local fun runs to competing in marathons. By her 20s, Susan was a fixture on the marathon circuit, earning medals and setting personal records that seemed to improve with each race. Her dedication to running was unwavering. Every morning before dawn, she laced up her shoes and hit the road, her breath visible in the early morning light. Running wasn't just a hobby, it was her identity. She thrived on the rhythm of her footsteps and the camaraderie of fellow runners. The medals, trophies, and race bibs she collected over the years adorned her walls, each one a testament to her passion and perseverance. But life, as it often does, had other plans. In her mid-50s, Susan began to notice a nagging pain in her knees and hips. At first, she dismissed it as a sign of aging, or perhaps the result of pushing herself too hard. However, the pain persisted, becoming more intense and impossible to ignore. Reluctantly, she visited her doctor, hoping for a quick fix that would get her back on the road. The diagnosis was a blow: arthritis. The doctor's words felt like a betrayal of her own body. Running, the activity that had been her solace and her strength, was now causing her pain and was no longer sustainable. Similarly, Helen had always found solace in her garden. From the moment she first dug her hands into the rich soil as a child, she felt a deep connection to the earth. Her garden was her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the stresses of daily life and immerse herself in the beauty and tranquility of nature. Over the years, Helen cultivated a vibrant array of flowers, vegetables, and herbs, each plant a testament to her dedication and love for gardening. However, everything changed when Helen was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, MS. The diagnosis came after months of unexplained fatigue, muscle weakness, and occasional difficulty with balance. Hearing the doctor's words felt like a punch to the gut, leaving her stunned and fearful of what the future would hold. As the symptoms progressed, she found it increasingly difficult to maintain her garden. Tasks that once brought her joy, such as weeding, planting, and tending to her plants, now left her exhausted and in pain. Both Susan and Helen faced the harsh realities of aging and illness, confronting the loss of activities that once defined their lives. Their stories exemplify the challenges many of us encounter as we grow older, reminding us of the importance of resilience, adaptation, and finding new sources of joy amidst life's inevitable changes. Relationships. Our social circles may shift as we age. Friends and family members move away, relationships evolve, and we may experience the loss of loved ones. Children grow up and become independent, potentially leading to feelings of loneliness or a sense of emptiness. John and Mary had always been a team, their lives intertwined through the shared experiences of marriage, parenthood, and the daily joys and challenges of raising a family. From the moment they brought their first child home, their lives revolved around their children's needs and activities. Soccer games, school plays, dance recitals, and family dinners filled their days, leaving little time for themselves, but providing a deep sense of fulfillment. As their children grew and began to forge their own paths, John and Mary adjusted to each new phase, supporting their kids' endeavors while maintaining the family home as a hub of warmth and support. Their eldest went to college first, followed by the middle child a couple of years later. When their youngest packed up for university, John and Mary faced the reality of an empty nest. The house, once bustling with energy and noise, now echoed with silence. The routines that had structured their days for so long suddenly evaporated, leaving them with an unsettling void. Similarly, Tom and Lisa had been a quintessential couple for 25 years. their lives intricately woven together through shared dreams, struggles, and milestones. They had built a home, raised two children, and supported each other through career changes and personal challenges. Their friends and family saw them as a solid unit, but behind closed doors, the cracks in their relationship had been growing for years. Communication had broken down, and the once deep connection they shared had faded into a routine existence that left both feeling unfulfilled and disconnected. The decision to divorce was not made lightly. It came after many sleepless nights, heated arguments, and tearful discussions. The realization that their marriage was beyond repair was a profound source of grief for both Tom and Lisa. The end of their marriage felt like the loss of a shared identity, a disintegration of the life they had built together. Despite the mutual decision, the pain was deep and multifaceted. Both John and Mary and Tom and Lisa faced the inevitable shifts in their social circles and relationships. While John and Mary grappled with the emptiness of a quieter home, Tom and Lisa mourned the end of their partnership. Finding new sources of fulfillment and connection becomes essential in adapting to the evolving landscape of our lives. Career and financial changes. Careers may come to a close due to retirement or job loss. This transition can bring a sense of loss of purpose and identity, especially if work has been a significant part of our lives. Financial adjustments may also be necessary, which can be a source of stress. Mark had always been a man of routine and dedication. For over 30 years, he woke up every weekday at 6 a.m., put on his neatly pressed suit, and made the commute to the office. Working as a senior project manager at a reputable manufacturing company, Mark took pride in his work. His attention to detail and commitment to his team earned him respect and recognition within the company. The job provided not only financial stability, but also a sense of identity and purpose. However, in his spare time, Mark nurtured a quieter passion. As a child, he would often sit in his grandfather's workshop, mesmerized by the older man's skilled hands as he transformed raw wood into beautiful furniture and intricate carvings. The smell of sawdust and the rhythmic sound of the saw became comforting to young Mark, sparking a lifelong interest in woodworking. Throughout his adulthood, this interest remained a hobby, an occasional weekend activity that allowed him to escape the pressures of his demanding job. His garage housed a modest collection of tools, and his home featured a few of his handmade pieces: sturdy bookshelves, a coffee table, and a rocking chair that everyone admired. Then came the day that changed everything. At 58, Mark was called into a meeting room where he was told the company was downsizing. His position was being eliminated. The news was a shock. The routine he had followed for decades was abruptly disrupted. The familiar faces and daily challenges that had defined his professional life were suddenly gone. He felt a wave of anxiety and uncertainty about his future. How would he fill his days? How would he maintain his sense of purpose? Similarly, George was more than just a teacher for 40 years. He was a mentor, a guide, and a pillar of his community. His classroom was a place of learning and discovery, where he inspired countless students with his passion for literature and history. George's days were filled with lesson planning, grading papers, and the lively buzz of student interaction. His dedication to his students and his craft earned him respect and admiration, making his impending retirement a bittersweet milestone. When George retired, he was initially excited about the prospect of free time and the opportunity to relax. However, the reality of retirement soon set in, and he found himself struggling with a profound sense of loss. The daily rhythm of his life, once dictated by the school bell, was now absent. The interactions with students and colleagues that had energized him were gone, leaving a void that was hard to fill. Without the structure and purpose provided by his teaching career, George felt adrift and uncertain about his place in the world. Both Mark and George faced the daunting challenge of redefining their identities and finding new sources of fulfillment. Cognitive and emotional changes. I was initially reluctant to include cognitive and emotional changes in this book, because for some people, these changes are beyond their control, and resilience alone cannot overcome them. However, in cases where mitigation is possible, I felt it was worth mentioning in this chapter. Cognitive functions, such as memory and processing speed, can decline with age. Emotionally, we might face increased anxiety about health, security, and the future. Coping with these changes requires patience and adaptability. For instance, engaging in regular mental exercises, maintaining social connections, and practicing mindfulness can help manage these challenges effectively. Linda had always been a vibrant and energetic woman, juggling a busy career as a marketing executive, raising 2 teenagers, and maintaining a close-knit circle of friends. Turning 45 felt like a milestone, a mix of pride and a subtle awareness of the years passing by. Yet, it was also around this time that Linda began to notice unsettling changes. She found herself misplacing her keys more often, struggling to recall names of acquaintances, and occasionally blanking out on words mid-conversation. These lapses in memory, though minor, began to chip away at her confidence. The constant stream of social media posts didn't help either. Linda's TikTok feed was filled with videos humorously depicting mum brain and people in their 40s forgetting where they left things. While intended to be lighthearted, these clips only heightened her anxiety. Was this normal aging? Or was it something more serious? The fear of cognitive decline gnawed at her, making her hyper-aware of every forgotten name and misplaced item. After weeks of mounting worry, Linda decided to consult her doctor. She described her symptoms and fears, hoping for reassurance, but also dreading what she might hear. The doctor listened attentively, asked a series of questions, and conducted a few simple tests. After a thorough evaluation, he smiled reassuringly. "Linda, your cognition is normal for your age," he said. "It's natural to experience some changes as we get older, but there's nothing here to suggest anything serious. However, keeping your mind active can help manage these changes and improve your memory." The doctor suggested engaging in activities that stimulate the brain, such as puzzles and learning new skills. He mentioned that these activities could enhance cognitive function and provide a sense of control and accomplishment. Linda left the office feeling relieved, but also determined to take proactive steps. Back home, Linda did some research and decided to start with puzzles. She bought a variety of crossword puzzles, Sudoku books, and a couple of jigsaw puzzles. Each evening, she set aside time to work on them, finding that they not only challenged her mind, but also provided a relaxing escape from the day's stress. The sense of satisfaction when she completed a particularly tricky puzzle was immensely rewarding. Encouraged by her progress, Linda decided to tackle something more ambitious: learning a new language. She chose Spanish, a language she had always wanted to learn but never found the time for. She downloaded a language learning app and started with the basics. The initial lessons were tough, and there were moments of frustration, but Linda persevered. She incorporated Spanish into her daily routine, practicing vocabulary while cooking, listening to Spanish music during her workouts, and even trying to read simple Spanish books. As the months passed, Linda noticed significant improvements. Not only did she feel sharper and more focused, but the activities also brought a newfound joy and sense of accomplishment. She joined a local language exchange group, where she met others learning Spanish and native speakers willing to help. These interactions not only enhanced her language skills, but also expanded her social circle, bringing fresh perspectives and experiences into her life. Linda's journey of cognitive engagement didn't stop there. She started exploring other brain-stimulating activities, like learning to play the piano, something she had dreamed of since childhood. Each new challenge was a step towards feeling more in control of her cognitive health and well-being. By actively working to keep her mind engaged, Linda managed her cognitive changes and regained her confidence. She learned that while aging might bring certain challenges, it also offers opportunities for growth and discovery. Her 45th year, which had started with fear and uncertainty, transformed into a period of empowerment and fulfillment. In the next chapter, we will delve into the processes of grieving and letting go. Remember, the journey through change is not about what we've lost, but about the incredible potential that still lies within us, waiting to be unleashed. Chapter 2: Grieving and Letting Go. Grief is a natural response to loss, and it can affect every aspect of our lives, our health, relationships, and careers. Understanding the process of grieving and learning how to navigate it can help us move forward and find healing. Grieving health losses. The loss of physical health can be particularly challenging. It often means giving up activities we once enjoyed and adapting to new limitations. Grieving health losses involves acknowledging the reality of our condition, feeling the associated emotions, and finding ways to adapt to our new circumstances. The diagnosis of arthritis hit Susan hard. She felt like she was losing a part of herself, and the sense of loss was profound. Mornings, once filled with invigorating runs, were now a time of reflection and mourning for the life she had loved. She watched from the sidelines as her friends continued to race, feeling a pang of envy and sadness. But to Susan's credit, she was never one to dwell in despair. Her resilience, which had carried her through countless miles and marathons, kicked in. She began to explore other ways to stay active and connected to the fitness community. Her journey of adaptation began one afternoon at a community center pool. Tentative at first, she slipped into the water. The coolness a stark contrast to the heat of the road she once dominated. Swimming provided a new kind of challenge, one that was gentle on her joints, yet invigorating. She soon found herself looking forward to her swims, the water providing a sense of freedom she hadn't felt since she stopped running. Around the same time, a friend suggested she try yoga. Skeptical but open, Susan attended a class. The slow, deliberate movements and focus on breathing were a far cry from the intensity of a marathon, but she found them surprisingly fulfilling. Yoga taught her to listen to her body in a new way, fostering a sense of peace and acceptance she hadn't known she needed. As the weeks turned into months, Susan's new routine became a source of joy. She discovered that while running had been about speed and endurance, swimming and yoga were about grace and mindfulness. She met new friends, found new challenges, and continued to push her limits in different ways. The medals and trophies from her running days remained on her wall, but they no longer represented a past she longed for. Instead, they were reminders of her journey and her ability to adapt and thrive, no matter the circumstances. By shifting her focus, Susan redefined what fitness and health meant to her. She embraced her new passions with the same vigor she once reserved for running, proving to herself that while life's path may change, the drive to move forward, to grow, and to find joy in the journey remains constant. Similarly, Helen's initial reaction was profound grief. The garden, which had always been a source of pride and peace, now represented her limitations and the harsh reality of her condition. She would often stand at her window, looking out at the overgrown beds and wilted flowers, feeling a deep sense of loss. The vibrant colors that once filled her heart with joy now seemed to mock her inability to care for them. Frustration compounded her grief. She tried to push through the pain, forcing herself to work in the garden despite her body's protests, but this only led to further physical strain and emotional distress. For a time, Helen withdrew from her gardening altogether. She couldn't bear to face the reality of her deteriorating health and the impact it had on her cherished hobby. Her tools lay unused, and the once meticulously tended garden became overrun with weeds. The sight of it deepened her sorrow, and she avoided the garden, feeling a sense of failure and helplessness. One particularly difficult day, after an attempt to prune her roses left her in tears of frustration and pain, Helen knew she couldn't go on like this. She realized she needed to find a way to reconcile her love for gardening with the limitations imposed by her MS. It was a painful acknowledgement, but it also marked the beginning of her journey towards adaptation and acceptance. Helen began researching adaptive gardening techniques, determined to find a way to continue her passion despite her condition. She discovered the concept of raised garden beds, which would allow her to work at a higher level, reducing the need to bend and kneel. The idea sparked a glimmer of hope. With the help of friends and family, she built several raised beds, each one a step towards reclaiming her garden. She also invested in adaptive tools designed to ease the strain on her body. Tools with longer handles, ergonomic designs, and lightweight materials became essential parts of her new gardening routine. These adjustments, though small, made a significant difference in her ability to engage with her garden without exacerbating her symptoms. Joining a gardening group for people with disabilities proved to be another transformative step. Initially hesitant, Helen was unsure if she wanted to share her struggles with others. However, The group provided a supportive environment where she could connect with individuals who understood her challenges. They shared tips, offered encouragement, and celebrated each other's successes. Through this community, Helen found not only practical advice, but also emotional support and camaraderie. As the months passed, Helen's garden began to thrive once again. The raised beds overflowed with vibrant blooms and healthy vegetables. Working in the garden, even in a modified way, brought back the joy and sense of accomplishment she had feared lost forever. She took pride in her resilience and adaptability, finding new ways to express her creativity and nurture her beloved plants. Grieving relationship losses. Relationships can change or end due to various reasons, including death, divorce, or distance. The grieving process for relationships involves mourning the loss of companionship, support, and shared experiences. It's important to honor the memories and find ways to rebuild a sense of connection, whether through new relationships or deepening existing ones. In the first few weeks after their last child left home, John and Mary wandered through the house, trying to adjust to the new normal. They talked about their children's achievements and future plans, but those conversations often trailed off into a silence that was heavier than before. They realized that without the daily demands of parenting, they felt a loss of purpose. The quiet was not just a physical absence, but an emotional one as well. One evening, after a particularly quiet dinner, John suggested they find a way to keep busy. Mary agreed, feeling the need for something more meaningful to fill their days. They began by exploring hobbies they had set aside during the child-rearing years. John dusted off his old guitar, and Mary rediscovered her passion for painting. While these activities brought some joy, they still felt a lingering sense of incompleteness. The turning point came when they attended a community event at their local center. It was a bustling place filled with families, children, and seniors engaging in various activities. John and Mary felt a spark of connection and energy that had been missing in their lives. They started to volunteer, initially helping with small tasks like setting up for events and serving meals. As they became more involved, they found themselves drawn to specific areas. John enjoyed mentoring young people in a career development program, while Mary found fulfillment in organizing art classes and workshops. Volunteering became a cornerstone of their lives, giving them a renewed sense of purpose and belonging. They formed new friendships with other volunteers and community members, enriching their social lives and filling the emotional void left by their children's departure. Their days regained structure, but this time it was built around their passions and the positive impact they were making on others. Around the same time, John and Mary began to revisit dreams they had long put on hold. They had always talked about traveling more, but had never found the right moment between their responsibilities at home and their children's activities. With their newfound freedom, they started planning trips to places they had only seen in magazines and documentaries. Their first trip was to Italy, where they wandered through the historic streets of Rome, marveled at the art in Florence, and enjoyed the serene landscapes of Tuscany. Each journey brought them closer together, allowing them to rediscover each other as partners and friends rather than just parents. Traveling opened their eyes to different cultures and lifestyles, providing fresh perspectives and experiences. They balanced their time between volunteering and traveling, finding that each activity enriched the other. The stories and experiences they gathered from their travels became conversation starters at the community center, inspiring others and deepening their connections. Through volunteering and travel, John and Mary crafted a new chapter in their lives. They discovered that purpose and connection could be found and nurtured at any stage of life. Their days were once again filled with meaning, their hearts with fulfillment, and their lives with the vibrant energy they thought they had lost. In giving to others and exploring the world, John and Mary found a renewed sense of self and a deeper bond with each other, proving that the end of one chapter is merely the beginning of another. For Tom, the initial days post-divorce were marked by an overwhelming sense of loss and loneliness. The house, now devoid of Lisa's presence, felt empty and foreign. He struggled with feelings of failure and guilt, questioning his role in the breakdown of their relationship. Desperate to understand and cope with his emotions, Tom sought solace in therapy. His therapist provided a safe space for him to express his feelings without judgment, helping him to navigate the complex emotions of grief, anger, and sadness. Through therapy, Tom began to gain a clearer perspective on his life and his role in the marriage's end. He learned to forgive himself and Lisa, understanding that some relationships simply run their course. Lisa, on the other hand, felt an intense isolation after the divorce. She missed the companionship and the shared routines, and the silence of the house was a constant reminder of her newfound solitude. The emotional toll was heavy, and she struggled with feelings of inadequacy and abandonment. Seeking connection and understanding, Lisa joined a support group for divorced individuals. This group became her lifeline, a place where she could share her experiences and hear from others who were navigating similar journeys. The stories and advice from her support group made her feel less alone and more understood, providing comfort and solidarity during her darkest moments. As the months turned into years, both Tom and Lisa slowly began to rebuild their lives. Therapy helped Tom discover new interests and rekindle old passions. He took up hiking, something he had always loved but had set aside during the latter years of his marriage. The physical activity and connection with nature provided him with a sense of peace and renewal. He also joined a book club, which allowed him to meet new people and engage in stimulating conversations, helping him to form new friendships and build a support network. Lisa, bolstered by the encouragement of her support group, started volunteering at a local animal shelter. Caring for the animals brought her a sense of purpose and joy, and she found comfort in the unconditional love they offered. She also took a cooking class, discovering a passion for creating new dishes and sharing them with friends. These activities helped her to forge a new identity, independent of her past life with Tom. Grieving career losses. Careers often form a significant part of our identity and provide a sense of purpose. Losing a job or retiring can lead to feelings of emptiness and uncertainty about the future. Grieving career losses includes reflecting on what the job meant to us, acknowledging our achievements, and exploring new avenues for fulfillment and purpose. In the days following his layoff, Mark allowed himself time to grieve the loss of his job. He realized, however, that he couldn't dwell on it forever. The garage workshop, once a place of occasional retreat, now beckoned to him as a space of potential and opportunity. Mark decided to turn his longtime interest in woodworking into something more substantial. He began by enrolling in woodworking classes at a local community college. These classes reintroduced him to the fundamentals, expanded his knowledge, and refined his skills. Mark found himself surrounded by like-minded individuals who shared his passion. The camaraderie and shared learning experiences were invigorating, reminding him of the sense of purpose he had been missing. Encouraged by his progress and the positive feedback from his instructors and peers, Mark joined a local artisans group. This community of craftsmen and craftswomen provided him with a network of support and inspiration. They shared techniques, critiqued each other's work, and even collaborated on projects. Through the group, Mark participated in local craft fairs and exhibitions, where he showcased his creations. His pieces, characterized by meticulous craftsmanship and unique designs, began to attract attention. Mark's confidence grew as he realized there was a market for his work. Encouraged by his friends and family, he decided to start a small business. He converted part of his garage into a more professional workshop and set up a website to display and sell his creations. Orders began to trickle in, then flow steadily as word spread about the quality and artistry of his work. Custom requests followed, challenging Mark to push his creative boundaries. Running his own business was a new experience, but it was one that Mark embraced wholeheartedly. The skills he had honed in project management, planning, organization, and attention to detail proved invaluable. He relished the creative freedom and the tangible results of his labor. Each piece he crafted was not just a product, but a story, a testament to his journey from corporate life to artisan. Mark's days became filled with the satisfaction of turning raw materials into functional art. The smell of sawdust and the sound of tools, once a childhood memory, now defined his daily life. His home, once decorated with a few of his pieces, now proudly displayed a wide array of his work, each item a symbol of his resilience and adaptability. In George's case, in the early months of retirement, he tried to keep busy with various activities around the house. He tackled long-neglected home improvement projects, spent more time in his garden, and caught up on his reading. Despite these efforts, a persistent feeling of emptiness lingered. He missed the sense of purpose and fulfillment that came from making a difference in his students' lives. One day, while browsing the community bulletin board at the local library, George noticed an advert for a literacy program seeking volunteers to help adults learn to read. The idea sparked a glimmer of hope in him. Teaching had always been his calling, and this seemed like an opportunity to use his skills and experience in a meaningful way. He decided to give it a try. Volunteering at the literacy program was a transformative experience for George. He met a diverse group of adults, each with their own unique stories and reasons for wanting to improve their reading skills. Some were immigrants eager to learn English, while others were locals who had struggled with literacy their entire lives. George's patience, understanding, and teaching expertise made a significant impact on his students. Seeing their progress and the pride they took in their achievements brought him immense satisfaction and a renewed sense of purpose. In addition to his volunteer work, George also decided to pursue a hobby he had long been interested in, painting. During his teaching years, he had always admired art, but never found the time to explore it himself. Retirement provided the perfect opportunity to finally take up the brush. He enrolled in a local art class and began to experiment with different styles and techniques. Painting became a new form of expression for George, allowing him to channel his emotions and creativity in ways he had never imagined. The process of learning to paint was both challenging and rewarding. There were moments of frustration when a piece didn't turn out as he had envisioned, but there were also moments of pure joy when he completed a painting he was proud of. His art instructor and fellow students provided a supportive and encouraging environment, helping him to grow and improve. Over time, George developed his own unique style and even started to exhibit his work at local art shows. These two new pursuits, volunteering at the literacy program and painting, helped George navigate the emotional complexities of retirement. He discovered that while his role as a teacher in the traditional sense had ended, his ability to educate, inspire, and connect with others had not. By helping adults learn to read, he continued to make a meaningful impact, fulfilling his desire to contribute to his community. Painting, on the other hand, provided a personal sense of accomplishment and joy, enriching his life in unexpected ways. Identity and purpose. Many of us derive a sense of identity from our roles, whether as parents, professionals, or community members. As these roles change or diminish, it can lead to a crisis of identity and purpose, making it crucial to find new avenues for fulfillment and meaning. The stories of Susan, Helen, John and Mary, Tom and Lisa, Mark, George and Linda highlight that while change and loss are inevitable, they also present opportunities for growth, reinvention, and renewal. Each individual faced their challenges by focusing on what remained and using it as a foundation for building something new. Techniques for letting go and moving forward. Acknowledgement and acceptance. The first step in letting go is acknowledging the loss and accepting the reality of the situation. This involves allowing ourselves to feel the emotions associated with the loss without judgment or suppression. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means recognizing what has changed and understanding that it's a part of our life's journey. For example, Helen's initial grief and frustration over her multiple sclerosis diagnosis were profound, but her acknowledgement of the disease allowed her to find new ways to enjoy gardening. Expressing emotions. Finding healthy ways to express our emotions is crucial. This can be through talking with friends, writing in a journal, creating art, or participating in support groups. Expressing our feelings helps to process and release them, making room for healing and new experiences. Lisa, after her divorce from Tom, joined a support group for divorced individuals where she found understanding and connection, helping her to navigate her emotional turmoil. Finding meaning. Search for meaning in the loss. Reflect on what the lost health, relationship, or career meant to you and how it shaped you. Sometimes, loss can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our values. Finding meaning can transform grief into a source of personal growth. After retiring, George found meaning in his loss of daily classroom interaction by volunteering at a literacy program, thus continuing to impact others positively with his teaching skills. Creating new routines and goals. Establishing new routines and setting achievable goals can provide structure and a sense of purpose. Focus on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether they are related to hobbies, volunteering, or learning new skills. Small positive changes can gradually lead to significant improvements in your outlook and well-being. For instance, Mark, after being laid off, created a new routine by enrolling in woodworking classes and eventually starting a business, transforming his passion into a fulfilling new career. Cultivating resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and physical exercise can strengthen resilience. Surround yourself with supportive people and engage in activities that boost your mental and emotional health. After Helen adapted her gardening to her physical limitations, she joined a gardening group for people with disabilities, finding both support and a renewed sense of community, which helped her cultivate resilience. Seeking professional help. Sometimes grief can be overwhelming and difficult to navigate alone. Seeking help from a therapist or counselor can provide valuable support and guidance. Professional help can offer coping strategies and a safe space to explore your emotions. Tom, for example, found solace and clarity in therapy after his divorce, which helped him process his emotions and move forward with a clearer perspective on his life. These techniques for letting go and moving forward, illustrated by the experiences of these individuals who have navigated through unexpected change and grief, demonstrate that while the process of letting go and moving forward can be challenging, it also offers opportunities for personal growth, new passions, and renewed purpose. In the next part of this book, we will consider how to assess what remains. It's time to get your pens and journals out. Let's start this transformative journey together. Part 2. Assessing what remains. Think of the chapters in this part 2 as a series of personalized coaching sessions designed to guide you through reflection and self-discovery. In each section, you will find thought-provoking questions aimed at helping you gain clarity and insight into your life. While you might be tempted to read through quickly or skim the questions, the true transformative impact will come from engaging deeply with the material. I advise that you take your time to reflect on each question and write down your answers. Research shows that writing things down makes it real. This process of putting pen to paper not only helps you organize your thoughts, but also solidifies your intentions and insights, making them more tangible and actionable. So, grab your pen and journal and prepare to embark on a journey of transformation. By fully committing to this reflective practice, you will uncover the strengths, passions, and potentials that remain within you, ready to be rediscovered and revitalized. Let's begin. Chapter 3. Taking Inventory. Taking inventory of what remains is a crucial step in the journey of rebuilding and renewal. It allows us to recognize our strengths, resources, and potential, providing a foundation upon which we can build a fulfilling and vibrant future. Here are some practical exercises to help you assess what remains in different areas of your life. Physical health, inventory. Questions for reflection. Exercise 1. Health checklist. What are my current physical abilities and health conditions? Example, can you walk, run, swim, or perform other physical activities without pain? Do you have any conditions like diabetes or hypertension that need regular monitoring? What activities can I still enjoy? And are there any new ones I'd like to try? Example, maybe you can no longer run due to knee pain, but you can still enjoy swimming or yoga. Perhaps you've always wanted to try Tai Chi or cycling. What chronic conditions do I have, and how are they being managed? Example, if you have arthritis, are you following a treatment plan that includes medication, physical therapy, or other interventions? Are you monitoring your condition regularly? What is my plan for maintaining or improving my physical health, including diet, exercise, and medical checkups? Example, do you have a balanced diet that supports your health needs? Are you incorporating regular exercise that is suitable for your abilities? Have you scheduled regular checkups with your healthcare provider to monitor your health conditions? Emotional and mental health inventory. Questions for reflection. Exercise 2. Emotional well-being assessment. What has been my emotional state over the past month? Example: have you felt happy, sad, anxious, or calm? Have there been any significant changes in your mood or emotional state? What are the sources of stress and joy in my life? Example: are work deadlines or family conflicts causing stress? Do hobbies, spending time with friends, or personal achievements bring you joy? What coping mechanisms have worked for me in the past? Example: have practices like journaling, talking to a friend, exercising, or engaging in creative activities helped you manage stress or difficult emotions? What is my plan for emotional well-being, including activities like meditation, therapy, or hobbies that uplift me? Example: could incorporating daily meditation or mindfulness exercises improve your emotional balance? Would scheduling regular therapy sessions or engaging in a hobby like painting or gardening enhance your emotional well-being? Relationship inventory. Questions for reflection. Exercise 3. Social connections map. Who are my social connections, including family, friends, colleagues, and community members? Example: think about the people you interact with regularly. Family members, close friends, work colleagues, neighbors, and members of any clubs or groups you belong to. Which relationships are supportive and fulfilling? Example: who makes you feel valued, understood, and supported? Which relationships bring you joy and satisfaction? Are there any relationships that may need attention or improvement? Example: are there connections where you feel misunderstood or neglected? Are there conflicts or unresolved issues that need addressing? What are some ways to nurture and strengthen my key relationships? And how can I explore opportunities for new connections? Example: could you spend more quality time with loved ones, communicate more openly, or express appreciation more often? Are there new social activities or groups you could join to meet new people and expand your social network? Career and skills inventory. Questions for reflection. Exercise 4. Skills and achievements log. What are my professional skills, experiences, and achievements? Example: what technical skills, soft skills, certifications, or notable accomplishments have you acquired throughout your career? What skills or knowledge would I like to develop or improve? Example: are there new technologies, languages, or leadership skills you want to learn? Is there additional training or education you're interested in pursuing? What did I enjoy about my past roles? Example: which tasks or projects made you feel fulfilled and motivated? What work environments or team dynamics did you find most enjoyable? What new career paths or volunteer opportunities align with my skills and passions? Example: are there emerging industries or roles that excite you? Are there volunteer positions where you can apply your expertise and make a meaningful impact? Material and financial inventory. Questions for reflection. Exercise 5. Financial and material assets review. What are my financial assets, including savings, investments, and income sources? Example: what do your savings accounts, retirement funds, stocks, bonds, and other investments look like? Do you have multiple income sources, such as a salary, rental income, or side business earnings? What is my current financial situation, and what are my future financial goals? Example: are you financially stable, struggling, or somewhere in between? Do you have goals like buying a house, paying off debt, saving for retirement, or funding your children's education? What material possessions hold significant value or utility? Example: consider items like your home, car, electronics, jewelry, or other valuable personal belongings. Which of these are most important to your daily life or have the most financial value? What is my plan for managing and maximizing my financial and material resources? Example: do you have a budget in place? Are you investing wisely and saving regularly? How can you optimize the use of your valuable possessions, perhaps through maintenance, upgrades, or selling items you no longer need? Taking inventory of what remains in different areas of life is an empowering exercise. I encourage you to take some time to reflect on the exercises and have a go at writing the answers down from yourself. It shifts our focus from what we've lost to the strengths, resources, and potentials we still possess. By assessing our physical health, emotional well-being, relationships, skills, and financial situation, we can create a comprehensive picture of our current assets. This knowledge allows us to make informed decisions and develop strategies for a fulfilling future. Chapter 4. Recognizing Hidden Strengths. As we navigate the complexities of life, it's easy to overlook the skills, experiences, and resources we've accumulated over the years. Recognizing these hidden strengths can provide a foundation for growth and renewal. Here are some strategies to help you uncover these often hidden assets. Reflect on past achievements. Taking time to reflect on your life's journey and listing significant achievements can help you recognize the skills and qualities that contributed to these successes. Here are some questions to ask yourself to aid in this reflection. Academic achievements. What are some significant milestones I achieved in my education? Did I receive any awards, scholarships, or honors? What projects or assignments am I particularly proud of? What skills and qualities helped me succeed academically? Professional achievements. What are some key accomplishments in my career? Have I received any promotions, awards, or recognitions at work? What successful projects or initiatives did I lead or contribute to? What skills and qualities were essential for these professional successes? Personal achievements. What personal goals have I achieved that I'm proud of? Have I overcome any significant personal challenges or obstacles? What hobbies or personal interests have I excelled in? What skills and qualities did I use to achieve these personal successes? Community and volunteer achievements. What contributions have I made to my community or through volunteer work? Have I held any leadership roles or organized events for a cause I care about? What impact did my community or volunteer efforts have? What skills and qualities helped me make a difference in my community? Overall reflection. What patterns or recurring strengths do I see across my various achievements? How have my skills and qualities evolved over time through different experiences? What feedback have I received from others about my achievements and strengths? How can I use my past successes to inform and inspire my future goals? Identify transferable skills. Recognizing that many skills developed in one context can be transferred to another is essential for personal and professional growth. Here are some questions to help identify and consider how your skills might be applied in new areas. Leadership skills. What leadership roles have I held in my career, education, or community activities? How have I successfully motivated and guided teams or groups? In what new contexts, e.g., volunteer organizations, community projects, could I apply my leadership skills? Communication skills. What experiences have I had that required strong communication skills, e.g., presentations, writing reports, leading meetings? How do I adapt my communication style to different audiences? In what other areas, e.g., mentoring, public speaking, content creation, could my communication skills be useful? Problem-solving skills. What challenging situations have I successfully navigated or resolved? What strategies did I use to overcome obstacles or find solutions? How can I apply my problem-solving skills to new fields, e.g., project management, consulting, community service? Teamwork and collaboration. What are some examples of effective teamwork and collaboration in my past roles? How do I contribute to creating a positive and productive team environment? Where else, e.g., sports teams, group projects, volunteer initiatives, could my ability to work well with others be beneficial? Project management. What projects have I successfully managed from start to finish? What tools and techniques do I use to keep projects on track and ensure deadlines are met? How can my project management skills be applied to different settings, e.g., event planning, community projects, personal initiatives? Technical skills. What technical skills have I acquired, e.g., software proficiency, data analysis, coding? How have these skills helped me in my current or past roles? In what new areas, e.g., freelance work, online courses, hobby projects, could my technical skills be valuable? Interpersonal skills. How have I built and maintained positive relationships in various contexts? What methods do I use to resolve conflicts and foster cooperation? How can my interpersonal skills enhance my effectiveness in new areas, e.g., customer service, counseling, community engagement? Organizational skills. What experiences demonstrate my ability to stay organized and manage time effectively? How do I prioritize tasks and manage multiple responsibilities? In what other contexts, e.g., home organization, volunteer coordination, event planning, could my organizational skills be applied? Creativity and innovation. When have I used creativity to solve problems or improve processes? What examples do I have of thinking outside the box and bringing innovative ideas to life? How can my creative skills be leveraged in new domains, e.g., artistic pursuits, marketing, entrepreneurship? Adaptability and flexibility. How have I successfully adapted to changes or new environments in the past? What strategies do I use to remain flexible and open-minded? How can my adaptability be an asset in diverse and dynamic settings, e.g., remote work, travel, new job roles? By reflecting on these questions, you can identify your transferable skills and explore how they can be applied in various contexts, helping you to adapt and thrive in new opportunities. Seek feedback from others. Sometimes others can see our strengths more clearly than we can. Asking friends, family, and colleagues for their perspective on your skills and strengths can provide valuable insights that you might have overlooked. It's important to be open to both positive feedback and constructive criticism. Trusted people in your life can offer a balanced view, highlighting your talents while also suggesting areas for improvement. Examples of questions to ask. What do you think are my greatest strengths? Are there any skills or abilities you think I might be underestimating? How do you think I handle challenges or difficult situations? Is there an area where you think I could improve? Tips for receiving feedback. Be open-minded. Approach feedback with an open mind, understanding that it's meant to help you grow. Don't take it personally. Remember that constructive criticism is not a personal attack. It's an opportunity to learn and improve. Ask clarifying questions. If feedback is unclear, ask for specific examples or suggestions on how to improve. Express gratitude. Thank the person for their honest feedback, even if it's difficult to hear. Revisit hobbies and interests. Reflecting on hobbies and interests that you have enjoyed throughout your life can help you recognize underlying strengths and passions. Here are some questions to help you revisit these activities and consider how you might rekindle or develop them further. Past enjoyments. What hobbies and interests did I enjoy as a child, teenager, or young adult? Are there activities I used to look forward to but have since neglected? What was it about these hobbies that made me happy or fulfilled? Current engagement. Which of my past hobbies do I still engage in? Have I discovered any new interests recently? Are there hobbies I have thought about but haven't tried yet? Skills and strengths. What skills did I develop through my hobbies and interests? How did these activities reflect my strengths or talents? Are there ways I can use these skills in other areas of my life? Rekindling interests. What hobbies or interests would I like to rekindle? What steps can I take to get back into these activities? Are there local clubs, groups, or classes I can join to reignite my passion? Developing further. How can I further develop my existing hobbies or interests? Are there advanced classes or workshops I can attend to improve my skills? Can I set specific goals or challenges to push myself in these activities? Integrating into daily life. How can I make time for my hobbies and interests in my current schedule? What small changes can I make to incorporate these activities into my routine? Are there ways to combine my hobbies with other responsibilities or social activities? Exploring new opportunities. Are there related hobbies or interests that I haven't explored yet? What new activities have caught my attention recently? How can I step out of my comfort zone to try something new and exciting? Personal fulfillment. How do my hobbies and interests contribute to my overall happiness and well-being? What personal needs or desires are fulfilled through these activities? Are there specific aspects of these hobbies that provide a sense of purpose or accomplishment? Connecting with others. How can I use my hobbies and interests to connect with like-minded individuals? Are there community events or social gatherings related to my interests? Can I share my hobbies with friends or family members to create shared experiences? Balancing priorities. How do I balance my hobbies and interests with other commitments and responsibilities? What priorities might need to be adjusted to make room for these activities? How can I ensure that my hobbies enhance rather than detract from my overall life balance? By asking these questions, you can gain a deeper understanding of your hobbies and interests, recognizing the value they bring to your life, and finding ways to rekindle and develop them further. Assess your life experiences. Reflecting on your life experiences, including challenges and hardships, can reveal how you have built resilience and problem-solving abilities. Here are some questions to help you assess these experiences and recognize the strengths you demonstrated. Identifying challenges. What are some of the most significant challenges or hardships I have faced in my life? How did these challenges impact me emotionally, mentally, and physically? Navigating difficult times. What strategies did I use to cope with and overcome these challenges? Were there specific actions or decisions that were particularly effective in navigating these difficult times? Resilience. How did I demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity? What kept me motivated and hopeful during these tough periods? Problem solving. What problem-solving skills did I employ to address these challenges? How did I approach finding solutions and making decisions under pressure? Strengths. Demonstrated. What strengths did I discover or reinforce within myself through these experiences? How did these strengths help me to persevere and succeed despite the difficulties? Support systems. Who or what provided support during these challenging times? How did my relationships with friends, family, or mentors influence my ability to cope and overcome? Personal growth. In what ways did these experiences contribute to my personal growth and development? What lessons did I learn about myself and my capabilities? Applying lessons learned. How can I apply the lessons learned from these experiences to current or future challenges? What strategies or approaches have become a part of my problem-solving toolkit as a result? Emotional and mental health. How did these challenges affect my emotional and mental health? What techniques or practices helped me maintain or restore my emotional and mental well-being? Reflecting on achievements. What achievements am I proud of that resulted from overcoming these hardships? How have these achievements shaped my sense of self and confidence? Impact on values and beliefs. How have my values and beliefs been influenced by these life experiences? Are there any changes in my perspective or priorities as a result? Future resilience. How do I feel better prepared to handle future challenges based on past experiences? What can I do to continue building resilience and strengthening my problem-solving abilities? By asking these questions, you can gain a deeper understanding of how your life experiences have shaped your resilience and problem-solving abilities, recognizing the strengths you have developed and how they can be applied to future challenges. Practical steps to uncover hidden strengths. Create a skills inventory. Write down all the skills you've acquired over the years, including those from hobbies, volunteer work, and personal projects. Categorize them into different areas such as technical, creative, interpersonal, and organizational skills. Explore new activities. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes, trying new things can reveal hidden talents and passions. Attend workshops, join clubs, or take up a new hobby to expand your horizons. Set small, achievable goals. Test and develop your newfound strengths. For instance, if you discover an interest in writing, start with a short story or blog post, and gradually build on your successes to gain confidence and experience. Embrace lifelong learning. Take courses, read books, or attend seminars in areas of interest. Continuous learning helps uncover and develop hidden strengths while keeping your mind engaged. Volunteer. Volunteering is an excellent way to discover hidden strengths. It provides opportunities to apply your skills in new contexts and gives you a sense of fulfillment by contributing to your community. By following these practical steps, you can uncover and nurture your hidden strengths, leading to personal growth and a more fulfilling life. Recognizing hidden strengths is a transformative process that opens new possibilities for personal and professional growth. By reflecting on past achievements, identifying transferable skills, seeking feedback, revisiting hobbies, and assessing life experiences, you can uncover the wealth of strengths you possess. Part 3. Strengthening what remains. Chapter 5. Rebuilding health. Rebuilding health is a crucial aspect of strengthening what remains. As we age, maintaining and improving our physical health becomes increasingly important. Here are some tips and strategies to help you enhance your well-being. Adopt a balanced diet. Focus on eating nutrient-dense foods such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. These foods provide essential vitamins and minerals that support bodily functions and prevent deficiencies. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to stay hydrated, as proper hydration is key to maintaining energy levels and aiding digestion. Be mindful of portion sizes to avoid overeating and maintain a healthy weight. Try to reduce your intake of processed and sugary foods that can contribute to chronic health issues, such as diabetes and heart disease. Incorporating a variety of foods in your diet not only ensures you get a broad spectrum of nutrients, but also keeps meals interesting and enjoyable. Engage in regular physical activity. Regular physical activity is essential for maintaining health. Find activities you enjoy, whether it's walking, swimming, yoga, or dancing. Consistency is more important than intensity, so choose exercises that you can stick with over the long term. Strength training exercises can help you build and maintain muscle mass, which is crucial for overall health and mobility. These exercises also support bone health and metabolic function. Include stretching and balance exercises to enhance flexibility and prevent falls. Activities like Tai Chi or Pilates can be particularly beneficial for improving balance and core strength. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week, as recommended by health professionals. Break this down into manageable sessions to make it less daunting and more achievable. Prioritize mental and emotional well-being. Mental and emotional well-being are equally important. Practice mindfulness and meditation to reduce stress and improve mental clarity. These practices can help you stay present, manage anxiety, and enhance overall cognitive function. Maintain social connections with friends, family, and community to support your emotional health. Regular social interactions can reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation, which are common as we age. If you're experiencing mental health challenges, seek professional help. Therapy and counseling can be very beneficial. Engaging in hobbies and activities that you enjoy can also provide a sense of purpose and joy, contributing to emotional well-being. Get regular health checkups. Regular health checkups are vital. Keep up with recommended health screenings and tests to catch potential issues early. Preventive care can help detect conditions before they become serious, allowing for more effective treatment. Follow your healthcare provider's advice regarding medications, treatments, and lifestyle changes. Educate yourself about your health conditions and proactive steps you can take to manage them. Keeping a health journal can be helpful for tracking symptoms, medications, and questions for your healthcare provider. Prioritize sleep. Prioritize sleep by establishing a routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day to regulate your body's internal clock. Consistent sleep patterns can improve the quality and duration of your sleep. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool to create a sleep-friendly environment. Consider using blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine if needed. Avoid screens before bedtime to improve sleep quality. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. Establish a relaxing pre-sleep routine, such as reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle yoga, to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Practical tips for enhancing well-being. Balanced diet. Focus on nutrient-dense foods and stay hydrated. Include a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables to ensure a wide range of nutrients. Physical activity. Find enjoyable activities and include strength training. Explore different types of exercise to keep it fun and engaging. Mental well-being. Practice mindfulness and maintain social connections. Take time each day to do something you love or learn something new. Health checkups. Keep up with screenings and follow medical advice. Maintain a health journal to track your progress and any concerns. Sleep routine. Establish a regular sleep schedule and create a sleep-friendly environment. Develop a calming bedtime routine to help you relax and prepare for sleep. Remember, these tips are generally suggested by health professionals, but it's important to consult your healthcare provider for personalized recommendations. Taking proactive steps to rebuild your health can lead to a more fulfilling and vibrant life. Every small step you take towards better health contributes to your overall well-being, making it easier to enjoy the things you love and stay active and engaged as you age. Chapter 6. Rekindling Relationships. Building and maintaining meaningful relationships is essential for emotional well-being and a fulfilling life. Whether it's mending old relationships or building new ones, there are several strategies that can help foster strong, healthy connections. Reflect on past relationships. Reflecting on past relationships is an important first step. Begin by identifying what went wrong and considering the factors that led to their deterioration. Understanding the root causes can help you avoid repeating the same mistakes in future relationships. Take responsibility for your role in the relationship's challenges, acknowledging your actions as a crucial step in the mending process. Reestablishing connections. When it comes to reestablishing connections, take the initiative to reach out to old friends or family members. A simple phone call, message, or letter can open the door to reconciliation. If there were misunderstandings or conflicts, offer a sincere apology. Acknowledge any hurt you may have caused and express your desire to move forward. Rebuilding trust takes time, so be consistent in your efforts to reconnect and show that you are genuinely committed to mending the relationship. Building new relationships. Building new relationships requires being open and approachable. Show openness to meeting new people by smiling, making eye contact, and engaging in conversations. Joining clubs or groups that interest you can be a great way to meet like-minded individuals and form new connections. Volunteering is another excellent way to meet people who share your values and passions while also helping your community. Nurturing relationships. Nurturing relationships involves effective communication. Practice active listening and express yourself clearly, as good communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. Make an effort to spend quality time with your loved ones, whether it's a weekly dinner, a phone call, or a shared activity. Consistency matters. Regularly express gratitude and appreciation for the people in your life, as small gestures of kindness can significantly strengthen bonds. Overcoming challenges. Overcoming challenges in relationships is inevitable, but managing conflicts calmly and constructively is key. Focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. Healthy relationships require clear boundaries, so communicate your needs and respect the boundaries of others. If you encounter significant challenges, consider seeking support from a counselor or therapist. Professional guidance can provide valuable insights and strategies to help you navigate difficult situations. By reflecting on past relationships, reestablishing connections, building new ones, nurturing existing ones, and overcoming challenges, you can foster strong, healthy relationships that contribute to your emotional well-being and overall fulfillment. Practical steps for rekindling relationships. Initiate contact. Don't wait for the other person to make the first move. Reach out with a genuine message or gesture that shows you care. Apologize and forgive. If there have been conflicts or misunderstandings, offer a sincere apology and be willing to forgive past mistakes. Make time. Prioritize spending time with the people you care about. Consistent effort is key to maintaining strong relationships. Communicate openly. Foster open and honest communication. Share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences while actively listening to others. Celebrate together. Celebrate milestones and achievements together. Shared celebrations strengthen bonds and create lasting memories. Support each other. Be there for each other in times of need. Offering support and empathy strengthens the foundation of any relationship. Chapter 7. Reinventing Careers. Reinventing your career, in midlife or later, can be a daunting but immensely rewarding endeavor. Whether you're looking to find a new career path, start a business, or pursue a long-held passion, there are several practical steps to guide you. Assess your skills and interests. First, assess your skills and interests. Identify transferable skills by making a list of abilities you've developed throughout your career and considering how they can be applied in new fields. Reflect on activities that make you feel excited and fulfilled, and think about how these passions can translate into a career or business opportunity. For instance, Paul spent 30 years working as an engineer, but always had a passion for photography. At 55, he decided to pursue this passion professionally. He took photography courses, built a portfolio, and started offering his services for events and portraits. His dedication paid off, and he soon gained a loyal client base, bringing him both financial success and personal satisfaction. Explore new career paths. Next, explore new career paths by researching and networking. Investigate industries and roles that interest you. Attend networking events, join professional associations, and connect with people in your desired field. Continuing education, such as taking courses or obtaining certifications, can also help you gain knowledge and credibility in your new field. Maria's story is a great example. After retiring from a career in teaching, she decided to turn her love for baking into a business. She started by selling her homemade bread and pastries at local farmers markets, which eventually led her to open a small bakery that quickly became a community favorite. Start a business. For those considering starting a business, developing a business plan is crucial. Outline your business idea, target market, competition, and financial projections to secure funding and guide your business growth. Seek mentorship from experienced individuals in your industry, as their guidance can be invaluable. Utilize small business development resources in your area. A quick online search is all you need, and local business incubators. James, a former corporate executive, leveraged his extensive experience in management and leadership to start a consulting firm. Offering his expertise to small and medium-sized businesses, he enjoyed the flexibility of being his own boss and the opportunity to help other businesses grow, eventually finding fulfillment in his new role as a mentor and advisor. Pursue your passions. Pursuing passions can also be an exciting path. Test the waters by starting small and pursuing your passion part-time or as a side project. This approach allows you to gauge interest and feasibility without the pressure of a full-time commitment. If your passion involves creative work, start building a portfolio to showcase your skills and attract clients or employers. For example, Linda worked in marketing for most of her career but always felt a calling to work in the nonprofit sector. She began volunteering at a local charity and eventually transitioned to a full-time role, using her marketing skills to raise awareness and funds for important causes, thereby finding a profound sense of purpose and making a significant impact in her community. Financial planning. Lastly, financial planning is essential. Budget and save to ensure you have a financial cushion during the transition period. Manage your expenses carefully while you pursue your new career or business. Seek financial advice from a financial advisor to plan for your new venture and ensure you have a sustainable financial strategy. Reinventing your career later in life is a journey filled with opportunities for growth, fulfillment, and success. By assessing your skills and interests, exploring new career paths, starting a business, or pursuing your passions, you can create a rewarding new chapter in your professional life. The stories of Paul, Maria, James, and Linda demonstrate that it's never too late to find fulfillment and success in new ventures. Practical steps to reinvent your career. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve in your new career. Setting clear, measurable goals will help you stay focused and motivated. Build a support network. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family, and mentors. Their encouragement and advice can be invaluable during your transition. Stay adaptable. Be open to adjusting your plans as you learn and grow. Flexibility can help you navigate challenges and seize new opportunities. Embrace lifelong learning. Continuously seek out new knowledge and skills. Lifelong learning will keep you competitive and open to new career possibilities. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Recognizing your achievements will keep you motivated and positive. Part 4. Living a Rich Life. Chapter 8. Embracing New Opportunities. Embracing new opportunities is a mindset that opens doors to personal growth, discovery, and fulfillment. Whether it's trying a new hobby, embarking on an adventure, or exploring uncharted territories, cultivating a spirit of curiosity and courage is essential. Start by challenging your comfort zones and stepping outside familiarity. Break away from routines and embrace discomfort as a sign of growth and potential. Adopting a growth mindset is crucial, so approach new experiences with curiosity and a willingness to learn, viewing challenges as opportunities for personal development. Taking calculated risks. Taking calculated risks is another important step. Evaluate the potential benefits of taking a risk, such as personal growth, new connections, or memorable experiences, and manage risks by balancing them with preparation and planning. Overcoming the fear of failure is also key. Shift your perspective to see failure as a natural part of growth and learning. using setbacks as opportunities to reassess and improve. Staying open-minded by exploring diverse opportunities and embracing spontaneity and adaptability can lead to unexpected and rewarding experiences. Inspirational stories. The following are stories of individuals who embraced new opportunities later in life, illustrate the transformative power of this mindset. For instance, at 50, Jane decided to embark on a solo backpacking trip through Southeast Asia. Despite initial hesitation and concerns about traveling alone, she immersed herself in new cultures, made friends along the way, and discovered a newfound sense of independence and resilience. Her journey taught her that age should never be a barrier to adventure and exploration. David retired from his corporate career at 55 and pursued his longtime passion for photography. He enrolled in workshops, upgraded his equipment, and started capturing stunning landscapes and portraits. His photography not only brought him joy, but also allowed him to share his artwork through exhibitions and online platforms, exemplifying the transformative power of pursuing creative passions later in life. Eva, a retired teacher, discovered a passion for cooking after attending a local culinary workshop. She experimented with new recipes and techniques, hosting dinner parties for friends and family to showcase her culinary creations. Her love for cooking expanded her skills, strengthened her social connections, and brought immense joy into her retirement years. Priscilla, after retiring from a successful career in finance, felt a desire to give back to her community. She started volunteering at a local animal shelter, where she found fulfillment in caring for rescue animals and assisting with adoption events. Her dedication to volunteering not only enriched her life, but also made a meaningful impact on the lives of countless animals in need. Practical steps to embrace new opportunities. Create a bucket list. Start by creating a bucket list of activities, experiences, and goals you want to achieve. Refer to your list regularly and take steps to turn your aspirations into reality. Begin with manageable activities. Begin with manageable activities that align with your interests and values, gradually challenging yourself to step outside your comfort zone. Network and connect. Network and connect with like-minded individuals by joining clubs, organizations, or online communities related to your interests. Surround yourself with supportive people who can inspire your journey. Plan and prepare. Plan and prepare by researching and gathering information to make informed decisions about new opportunities. Preparation can boost your confidence and readiness to embrace challenges. Stay curious. Stay curious about the world around you by asking questions, seeking new perspectives, and approaching life with a sense of wonder. By embracing new opportunities, you open yourself up to a world of personal growth and fulfillment. Take that first step today and discover the incredible potential that lies within you. Chapter 9. Giving Back. Giving back to your community through volunteering, mentoring, or active involvement is a powerful way to strengthen what remains in your life. It not only benefits others, but also enriches your own sense of purpose and well-being. Here's why and how you can make a meaningful impact. The power of giving. Volunteering and community involvement provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment, especially in retirement or later stages of life. Engaging with others through volunteering fosters meaningful relationships and strengthens community bonds. Mentoring and sharing your skills can lead to personal growth and a sense of accomplishment. For instance, Sarah, a retired teacher, dedicated her time to volunteering at a local literacy program for adults. She provided one-on-one tutoring to individuals struggling with reading and writing skills. Sarah's patience and passion for teaching transformed the lives of her students, empowering them to pursue further education and career opportunities they had previously thought impossible. Types of contributions. There are various ways to give back to your community, including volunteering. Donate your time and skills to organizations or causes that align with your values and interests. Michael, who retired from a successful career in business, became a youth sports coach in his community. He mentored young athletes not only in sports skills, but also in leadership, teamwork, and resilience. Michael's guidance and positive influence helped many young athletes build confidence and develop important life skills that extended beyond the playing field. Mentoring. Share your knowledge and experience with younger generations or individuals seeking guidance in your field. Community involvement includes participating in community events, advocacy, or local initiatives that make a positive impact. Community involvement. Participate in community events, advocacy, or local initiatives that make a positive impact. Karen, a nature enthusiast, became actively involved in environmental advocacy after retiring from her corporate job. She joined local conservation groups, organized cleanup events, and raised awareness about environmental issues in her community. Karen's dedication and leadership inspired others to take action, leading to significant improvements in local environmental sustainability efforts. Benefits to health and well-being. Giving back promotes emotional well-being by reducing feelings of isolation or loneliness and increasing happiness. It also has physical health benefits, as studies show that volunteering can improve overall health by reducing stress levels and increasing longevity. David, a retired military veteran, founded a nonprofit organization to support homeless veterans in his city. He coordinated outreach programs, provided housing assistance, and advocated for improved healthcare services for veterans in need. David's commitment to serving his fellow veterans not only transformed lives, but also brought attention to critical issues affecting the veteran community. Practical steps to give back. Identify your passions and skills. Consider what causes or issues resonate with you, and reflect on how your skills and expertise could benefit others. Research local organizations, look for charities or community groups that align with your interests. Attend information sessions or volunteer orientations to learn more. Start small. Begin with manageable volunteer commitments or projects. As you gain experience and confidence, consider expanding your involvement. Engage with like-minded individuals. Join online forums, attend community meetings, or participate in volunteer networks to connect with others who share your passion for giving back. Regularly assess the impact of your contributions and reflect on how your efforts are making a difference in the lives of others and in your own sense of fulfillment. By giving back, you can create a positive impact in your community and enhance your own well-being, just as many others have done before you. Chapter 10. Cultivating a positive mindset. Cultivating a positive mindset is essential for navigating life's challenges with resilience and optimism, especially as we grow older. Effective techniques can help maintain a positive outlook and keep you motivated. Here are some to consider. Practice gratitude. Regularly writing down things you are grateful for in a gratitude journal can shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life. Taking a few moments each day for daily reflection on moments of joy, kindness, or achievements can also enhance your sense of gratitude. For instance, Sarah found that starting her day with a gratitude practice set a positive tone that lasted all day. Personally, I take one day a week to reflect and write down all the things I have been grateful to God for in the past week. Nothing is too small to include on the list. Positive self-talk and affirmations. After practicing gratitude, challenge negative thoughts by identifying, and replacing them with positive affirmations and beliefs about yourself. Visualize success, such as overcoming challenges and achieving your goals, to boost your confidence and motivation. According to a quote attributed to Henry Ford, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Try telling yourself many times daily, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." Prayer, mindfulness, and meditation. Prayer helps me to keep my place in the grand scheme of things in perspective. It keeps me mindful of God's sovereignty, which in turn helps me cultivate humility, align with His will, and find peace in perspective. It strengthens my faith and trust. Regular prayer allows us to navigate life's challenges with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that we are never alone and that God's guidance is always available to us. Embracing this practice can lead to a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling life, grounded in faith and trust. By setting aside time each day for prayer, whether through quiet meditation, spoken words, or reading scripture, we can deepen our connection to God. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present in the moment and cultivate awareness of your thoughts and emotions. Dedicating time to meditation can calm your mind, reduce stress, and enhance clarity and focus. This could mean taking a few minutes each morning to sit quietly and focus on your breath, letting go of any distracting thoughts. Set realistic goals. Set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals, breaking them down into manageable steps to track progress and stay motivated. Acknowledge and celebrate small achievements along the way to maintain momentum. Remember, each small step brings you closer to your larger goal. Seek inspiration and support. Surround yourself with positivity by spending time with supportive friends and family who uplift and encourage you. Engage with inspirational books, articles, or podcasts that motivate you. You might find it helpful to reduce exposure to negative news or social media content that can impact your mood and outlook. Practical techniques to cultivate positivity. Start your day with positive affirmations or a gratitude practice to set a positive tone for the day ahead. Stay active with regular physical activity, which can boost mood and energy levels, contributing to a positive mindset. Use setbacks or challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, reflecting on lessons learned and how you can apply them moving forward. Share your experiences and challenges with trusted friends or support groups, as talking it out can provide new perspectives and support. By incorporating these techniques into your daily life, you can foster a positive mindset that will help you navigate life's challenges with resilience and optimism. Chapter 11, Your Journey Begins Now. As you reach the end of this book, I hope you feel inspired and empowered to embark on your own journey of strengthening what remains in your life. Regardless of your age or circumstances, endless opportunities await you to find fulfillment, purpose, and joy. Here's a final encouragement to take that first step. Embrace your strengths and possibilities. Reflect on the stories you've encountered in this book, like Jane, who rebuilt her life after a devastating loss by focusing on small daily acts of self-care. Recognize that within you lies the strength to overcome obstacles and seize new opportunities. Commit to personal growth. Decide today to invest in yourself, whether that means enhancing your physical health, nurturing your emotional well-being, or deepening your spiritual practices. Each step you take contributes to your growth and well-being. Stay curious and open-minded. Approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness to new experiences. Embrace change as a catalyst for personal transformation and discovery. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Set realistic goals and celebrate each milestone along the way. Understand that setbacks are part of the journey, and each challenge you overcome strengthens your resilience. Share your journey. Connect with others who can support and encourage you on your path. Share your experiences, insights, and aspirations. Your journey can inspire those around you to embrace their own potential. Reflection on the importance of strengthening what remains. Throughout this book, we've explored the concept of strengthening what remains. The idea that focusing on what you have rather than what you've lost can lead to a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's about acknowledging your strengths, embracing new opportunities, and nurturing your well-being and relationships. Gratitude and resilience. Cultivating gratitude for what you have and resilience in the face of challenges are essential components of strengthening what remains. These qualities empower you to navigate life's transitions with grace and determination. Finding purpose and fulfillment. By reassessing and revitalizing your health, relationships, career, and passions, you can uncover new sources of purpose and fulfillment. Each area of your life holds the potential for growth and enrichment. Legacy of inspiration. As you embark on your journey, remember that your choices and actions can create a lasting impact, not only on your own life, but also on those around you. Your commitment to strengthening what remains can inspire others to embrace change and pursue their dreams. Your journey begins now. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life. A chapter filled with possibilities, growth, and moments of joy. As you move forward, may you continue to strengthen what remains with courage, compassion, and a steadfast belief in your potential. Your journey is unique and unfolding, one step at a time. Embrace it wholeheartedly, and may it lead you to a life that is rich in purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. The world awaits your unique contributions and the richness of your journey. Let this book be a guide and companion as you embark on this transformative path. Your journey begins now. Embrace it with hope, determination, and an unwavering commitment to strengthen what remains. Author's note. Dear reader, as I reflect on my own journey of over half a century, spanning different continents and varied roles, I am reminded of the profound truth that life is a series of transitions and transformations. In my mid to late 40s, I embarked on a challenging path towards earning a PhD, a decision that reshaped my perspective and opened new doors of possibility. Starting anew at this stage of life might seem daunting to some, but I've come to embrace it with a philosophy deeply rooted in the belief that nothing in our past is wasted. Every experience, every setback, and every triumph contributes to our growth and resilience. It is from this place of accumulated wisdom and renewed vigor that I write to you today. This book, Strengthen What Remains, is not just a collection of insights or advice. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the boundless potential that exists within each of us. It is a call to shift our focus from what we may have lost, whether it's health, relationships, or career opportunities, to what remains, our strengths, our passions, and our capacity for growth. Through the pages of this book, I hope to inspire you with stories of individuals who have embraced change, discovered new passions, and found fulfillment in unexpected places. These stories are a reminder that it's never too late to pursue dreams, build meaningful connections, and make a positive impact in our communities. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember that resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about thriving in spite of it. May you find courage in your journey. Draw inspiration from the stories shared here, and embark on your own path of strengthening what remains. With heartfelt wishes for your continued growth and happiness. Abiola.